I want to jump to this story we got from timcast.com. Biden pardons federal convictions for low-level marijuana possession. Today, we begin to right these wrongs, Biden said. The pardon also applies to lawful permanent residents who have been charged with simple possession, as well as individuals who have been charged but not yet stood trial. Quote, as I've said before, no one should be in jail just for using or possessing marijuana. Today, I'm taking steps to end our failed approach. Allow me to lay them out. Okay. I agree with this. I said Trump should have done the same thing. I don't like Joe Biden, and this earns no brownie points as far as I'm concerned, because I think this is just pandering. But I still, look, respect where credit where credit is due. I think they should have been doing this a long time ago. I think Donald Trump should have done it. I don't trust Biden to actually do anything. I don't think Democrats are actually going to, take marijuana off Schedule 1. But what do you guys think?
Do we know how many people this represents? I mean, are we talking about thousands, millions?
I think it's thousands.
I have seen that at the federal level right now, there are 0. That's what I heard.
0?
I didn't check it out. I didn't check it out. For this minor thing that they're classing it under, what is it, simple possession, there's no one. Which would be really interesting. I did see a meme earlier today.
So this
about,
could just be a publicity stunt then?
Yeah, sure could be.
I mean,
I saw a meme earlier today about Kamala Harris looking through the blinds very sadly as Joe Biden releases all the people she was so carefully putting in jail for marijuana possession. Poor Kamala.
I kind of
Poor Kamala.
I know, poor Kamala.
I like the way this sounds, though I haven't looked into it yet. It's similar to that AI Bill of Rights that they proposed a few days ago. I think that even an incompetent government can get stuff right. And, no one's pure evil or pure good. So in a way, I mean, definitely we should make marijuana not Schedule 1 narcotic. Completely insane. It's a plant. It's like an herb.
Yeah.
Just don't overuse the thing. It's a freaking drug. It's potent,
Yeah, the war on drugs is a farce that just abuses people that have substance abuse problems that are never dealt with and only made worse. And people are made harder criminals and bigger criminals just by going into our penitentiary system. So I think they're reaching in a bag. They're like, holy cow, we screwed these people over really bad. We robbed them of all their money. We robbed them of energy. We robbed them of any kind of potential. Let's just give them a little crumb here, and let's hope that affects the upcoming elections, because I think they are desperate. I think the war on drugs, just like the war on terror, is just manufactured to control populations. It's good to see a portion of it stop, but will this actually have real effect? Again, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, he's saying that he's calling on the Attorney General to initiate a process of reviewing how marijuana is scheduled under federal law because it's considered more serious than fentanyl, which is just insane.
That's so crazy.
Yep. Why didn't Trump do it, though?
Good question.
Bunch of size and
I guess. Why?
I don't know. Bad
Did he
advice.
say he was going to do it before he got it?
The split between the traditional conservatives who do vote for him and the MAGA types who are more libertarian.
He thought he wouldn't get reelected.
I think it would have potentially split his base and been harmful to him politically.
He might not have won if he didn't do it. Oh, wait, he didn't
I
win.
don't think it would have been harmful to him at all. I think there would have been some people who would have been like, I don't think it's right to do, but there's no way I'm voting for Biden.
Let the states decide. Jeez.
Like, do you think any Trump supporter is going to vote for Joe Biden for doing this?
No.
No, he's got to earn my respect in many, many ways, more than one or two moves. The student loan thing, for instance, all of a sudden he went back on it. They were going to give $10,000 to everyone that has a loan. And then it turns out, not if you have a private loan, only if you had government loans only. Sorry. And there's so many people with private loans that aren't getting them.
Oh, they're going to walk the whole thing back.
Of course.
Yeah. It's going to be like the day before the election. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, about that. But like crumple it up and throw it in the garbage.
There was no public, and I didn't see like a public press conference about not doing it. They just quietly were like,
that's what all this stuff is. He's just throwing stuff against the wall. He's going to keep doing that until election day.
It's because he can't do it anyway.
He's got nothing else.
This is why we have this weird pseudo war, with Russia, because they're not allowed to do it. Joe Biden doesn't have the authority to forgive student loans. So naturally, within a month or a few months, they're like, oh yeah, he's not actually doing that. Like, imagine if Joe Biden came out and was like, I'm going to give everybody who votes for me $1,000. He can't. So it's like he's lying. People believe it. I guess that's government, though, right?
What else is new?
half the time, at least.
I'm
Half.
reading.
That's generous.
Yeah,
It's a lot of like projections about what they're
half
going
the time.
to do.
Ian, are you kidding me? I just finally.
Yeah.
had
They'll be
a-
like, did you wait? What? They'll say like, we're going to fill in the blank, and like, you didn't do it yet. Wait, do it, and then tell me you did it. Then that at least isn't a lie.
Well, it's like Lydia was saying, there might not even be a single person
Yeah, I
who
don't
this
know.
falls under.
I just pulled it up. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm hearing that 99% of federal drug offenders are sentenced for trafficking I haven't fact checked this, so someone could fact check this, and that only 92 people were sentenced for marijuana possession in the federal system in 2017 out of nearly 20,000 drug convictions. So
yeah, it's like if Joe Biden came out and was like, all those children who are negatively impacted by the alien invasion will receive $1 million from the government. You're like, okay, but that's zero. It's like, hey, we're helping kids.
Hey, man,
right?
We kept that promise.
Because people will hear this. This is brilliant, man. In terms of manipulating people, this is just so good. Announcing that you're going to be partying a tiny, tiny group of people, but then saying there are thousands of people who were previously convicted. Convincing people that you actually did a thing when there's no one that's for the most part being affected. Now look, to those 92 people in 2017 or whatever, I'm sure there was 100 in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're looking at maybe, several hundred people. I'm sure their lives will be improved by this.
Hell yeah.
But he's not doing what I suggested Trump do, which was basically pardon anybody for any crime relating to any nonviolent crime who didn't plead down. So that means if they had like large possession or trafficking, I don't care.
Yeah, trafficking for references when you have 25 kilograms or more or 300 or more plants of marijuana.
Here's